Thank you very much. I would like to thank Eddie Vedder for not only his extremely kind and thoughtful words, but for his years of music as well. Thank you, Eddie. I'd like to say that we are all extremely humbled and awed and honored by the sheer talent of the musicians and non-musicians here in this room tonight, and beyond that, the talent and the influence and the power of all of those who have come and gone before us. And in keeping with that, I would like to make a couple of personal thank yous to some that are here and some that are not. First, I would like to thank my mother, Adora, for contributing to the DNA. Thank you. And secondly, because I can, I want to thank Bill Berry, Peter Buck, and Michael Stipe for changing my life and making everything I have possible. On the other note, for those that are not here, I want to personally take a moment to thank the older brother that I never had, Mr. Ian Copeland, who passed away this past year. And also my father, Frank, who passed away in 2001. And that's it. With those words, I turn it over to Michael.
We are incredibly honored to be here tonight at the Waldorf Astoria. When we first put the band together, the only thing we really wanted to do was play New York City. And I would say that we've done it tonight, or well, we're about to. The honor of being here is heightened 4 times over by the other inductees this year. We bought, and I still own, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five's record in 1979. Van Halen provided a soundtrack somewhere in the early 80s, I think it was 1984, the Song of the Summer, which is a hard thing to do with the song Jump. The Ronettes, we've been singing their songs as long as I can remember. And of course, Patti Smith. This might seem like a cheap way to get a standing ovation, but I'm going to list a lot of people who are here this evening, and I'd like for you to stand and remain standing until I've finished. I'll start with, who should I start with? I'll start with Buck Williams, Tom Scott, Mark Williams, Jay Boberg and his entire team from the IRS years. Please stand, remain standing. Lenny Waronker and Mo Austin. Don Passman, Greg Harrison, Sue Wildish, Barbara Sharon, Tom Wally and his entire team from the ongoing Warner Brother years. Hidden Joy, 2 of the greatest producers here we're lucky to be able to not only work with, but form lifelong friendships with. Scott Litt and Pat McCarthy, please stand. Jan Winter, Bill Flanagan, John Landau, Leor Cohen, and the rest of the board of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, please stand. Our friends, table 33, our friends without whom we would not be here, please stand. Our families without whom we would not be here, please stand. Our girlfriends and boyfriend, please stand. Judy McGrath, John Sykes, Bill Rohde, Jeff Pollock, Van Toffler, please stand up. Thank you all so much. All right, sit down. I'd like to, on behalf of the band, I'd like to thank our entire office staff, Mercer Brokenbraw, and Amy Hairston, and the rest of whom are watching this broadcast live in Athens, Georgia at the Melting Point. Hello. We'd like to thank our touring team, DeWitt Burton, who's celebrating his birthday today, Bob Weber, Bob Whitaker, David Belisle, Susan Sasek, who's in the truck, Jamie Candelora, who's in the truck, and Scott McCoy, who's going to perform with us tonight. And those who are not here tonight except in spirit, Stephen Baker, Jeff Aroff, Russ Thyrett, David Altschul, Martin Sulfan, Miles Copeland, John Huey, Bob Gold, Ed Pearson, Mitch Easter, Don Dixon, Joe Boyd, Don Gaiman, Bill Rieflin, Ken Stringfellow, and finally to the memory and legacy of two of our greatest co-conspirators, as Mike said earlier, Ian Copeland and the great Karen Berg. We'd like to thank the fans who have stuck with us for 27 years, the new fans, the old fans worldwide, who have brought us such incredible lives and allowed us to continue with our love of music. I would like to personally thank Peter, Mike, and Bill for providing me the least likely candidate to have a place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with a gang, who not only accepted me at face value in 1979, but allowed a frankly fantastical teenage dream to become an adult and lifetime reality. Thank you, guys. In closing, and I'm sorry for the length of that, but in closing, my grandmother Stipe, in her last years, told me, she grabbed my arm very hard, as she would, and she said, "Do you know what R.E.M. means to me?" She said, "It means remember every moment." And this is a moment that I will never forget. Thank you all so much. Yeah. Hang on.